Hey, how are you today? This is one of my favorite topics today where we're going to be talking all things pricing. I don't want you to shy away from pricing. Pricing and high ticket offers is going to be the difference for you between you being able to feel confident about what you're charging and okay, look, I'm going to double check where this is on my phone. And the reason being is because something seems up. This is not broadcasting in. Okay. We're having trouble streaming, clearly. Whew. Whew. Can you say, oh my God, technology? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's snowing here. So hello, everybody. Let's make sure we are live because our streaming service said, no, we're not live. And there we are. Hello. Yay. I see me. Hi, Mary. Hi, Mary. Hi, Mary. Hi, Mary. Great. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my very favorite things. OMG. We're going to be talking about all things high ticket selling. Yes. Okay. I can see us. We are totally live. We're going to be talking about what's so funny. Hello. Let me see. We're on StreamYard. We're double live. Hey, we're going for it. Okay. So, hello. All good on Facebook. Thank you. Yay. So funny how it's thank you, Rebecca. There's two things going live here. So we're just like, what's going on? Anyhow, not a big deal. So today what we're going to be talking about is all things pricing. And Becca, how have you been? Yeah, Becca, how have you been? It's good to see you. All things pricing, all things high ticket. So today's day 3, in case you're catching up. The replays are inside of the Bold Inevitable Success Women in Business, this Facebook group. Look under the guides area. What we've been talking about all week are the 3 big breakthroughs. Today, high ticket offers and pricing breakthroughs. But let me just review what we've gone over the last couple of days. Day 1, Monday, we talked about the 10 mistakes businesswomen make and how to fix them. And so while it's true that they might be multiple mistakes, more than 10, the 10 I gave you are 10 that you can make improvements on immediately. So make sure you do the homework. Make sure you send it to me. If that's all you watch, that's a game changer. Day number 2 was yesterday. And what we talked about was the client attraction and marketing and really how we're showing up, giving our best, sharing so that people understand and believe the value that we are offering. So client attraction and marketing breakthrough. And I gave you my formula that I teach my private clients to help them have their marketing message with total ease so that they're not stressed out, they're not worried, they are not wondering what to post every day. Today, we're going to talk about this. You have a solution, your best clients want it, and your methodology. your intellectual property, your methodology. So whether you want to call it your method, your formula, your program, your system, whatever you call it, or you being the product, right? Because people are also investing, they're paying to work with you directly. So your methodology helps them overcome their big problem. That's what we're talking about today and why that's literally priceless. So I'm going to teach you the rock solid, here's the truth also. You need to know how to sell this, guys. You need to know how to sell. Part of selling things is part of understanding what's the value. We're also going to talk about your money drama. If you don't have control over your mental mindset drama related to money, it's going to be hard for you to receive. You're going to get into the, yeah, but I understand. And you're going to fall prey, if you will, to people's objections. And here's the truth. People are nervous. It's normal. Our job is not to twist arms. Our job is to effectively market so our ideal best clients show up. And let me tell you something. When someone is on a call with you, they want you to help them say yes. They don't want you being manipulative and spammy and salesy. They want you to help them say yes, because your beautiful marketing that you've put out into the world to share that you know how to help them, they want help. So we're going to talk about that today. If you don't have your workbook, wherever you're following this, just follow along. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about systems that are simple and simple breakthroughs. Simple system breakthroughs. Write this down. Simple sells, fancy fails, my friend. This is not about working harder. My job and my expertise is to help you get the fastest path to cash, fastest path to your best ideal business. And then day 5, we're going to be talking about your God-given abundance, embracing it, and truly going in depth about all things money mindset, because this is the $500,000 workshop. So we are going to talk serious money on Friday. I'm going to give you a bonus call on Saturday. And today, let's get started talking about getting real with your pricing formula that truly can eliminate your pricing objections. I mean, this is part of the reality. We want to eliminate your pricing objections, but you need to eliminate them first in your own mind. So I'm going to throw some numbers out here because I want you to get real with you, right? I want you to be in truth about your possibilities. Now, I want you to think about whatever income you made last year. Just imagine it right now, working 2/3 the time. 2/3 the time. What would that be like for you? Now imagine being able to, let's just say, make 50% more than you made last year, working 2/3 of the time. Take that in for a second. Now imagine you're making double what you made last year. Let's just say even in the same amount of time. And now you made double what you made last year in 2/3 of the time. Look, all of these scenarios that I'm painting for you are 100% possible. The difference between those of us who have wild financial success and wild success for our clients, no matter what our industry, what our niche, we're all professional service-based people. We're highly educated. We're the go-getters. We're the face of our business. Our clients want that relationship with us while they're going through our methodology for whatever solution or whatever offer that we're putting out there. Your job, my friends, is to value your own service. Your first job is to have such incredible belief that what you have is what your ideal client needs. Not what the whole world needs, not what some people need, but your best ideal client. Because first of all, there's no reason any of you are working with less than your best ideal client. And what I mean by that, if you look at your calendar and you're filled with holy crap dread because Sally Sue or whomever is on your calendar and you're like, shit, I don't want to talk to that person today, or it's an energy drain, or you have terrible boundaries or what have you. And you are in this place, my friends, because you have a scarcity mindset and you don't recognize that your best clients want to actually invest more, and they will be the easiest clients you've ever had. And sometimes when you're building, then scaling, and building, then growing, and then scaling your business, you don't really get that fully until you're in the growth phase. When you're in the initial building of your business phase, you're like, well, I don't know. Can I charge more, Mary? Holy crap. Well, what about these other clients? They're not going to want to pay more. Okay. The lesson here is we're not pricing our new price. We're not charging our new rate to worrying about our old clients. We are focused on the future. We are focused on our best ideal clients. We are focused on the fact that our best ideal clients want the reciprocal value of your solution. They are willing to exchange whatever the money is, whatever you end up charging, and we'll talk about charging today, for the value. You have to believe that there's value. Now, in the building part of your business, a lot of times that's hard to believe, right? You have to live in belief sometimes before you see the fruits of your labor. That is literally one of the hardest places to be, because you're planting seeds while you're trying to harvest, right? You're like out there marketing while you're wanting to make money, as opposed to when you're in growth phase. You're in a growth phase. You've already have proof of concept. You've been working with clients. You've been selling them. Now you're in the price increase. Now you're in the leveraging. Now you are getting your systems tighter. Now things are becoming much, much easier. My clients, when they've been working with me, some of the words they use to describe their growth is relief, peace, and calm. Let me say that again. Relief, peace, and calm. They've moved through the frenetic building part, and they're into the growth phase. And when you have systems, which we're going to be talking about tomorrow, when you have these systems and when you're pricing things effectively, and when you believe the value of your service, it's a freaking no-brainer that my best client, they're not even thinking twice about how much it is, because they know the value. They are willing to invest. When you believe that around your offer, when you believe that about your clients. See, part of one of the things that I teach is called the belief matrix. And this is a side note. This is not on your training worksheet, but this is like the money right here. Pay attention. The belief matrix is this 4-part table, if you will. And here's the 4 pieces. You have to have 100% belief in yourself, that you can help people. Not all people, but your best client with your solution. Number 2 is your offer. That's today. We're going to be talking about the value of your offer. We will be going over that today. You got to believe your offer is pretty killer. And killer is because I'm old. So I don't know what the new fangled language of the day is, like slay. You need to believe that your offer is slay. I don't talk like that, so I'm not going to say that again. You have to believe in your client. Some of us have worked with the non-ideal client. Who can relate to that? Can I get an amen? Can I get a yes? Can I get a, oh my God? If we work with our non-best client, our worst client, if you will, not people are bad, but just not the best client for you to work with, sometimes it's hard to believe there's a bunch of them out there. But the next is, thank you, Nancy, you have to believe in your opportunity. So I want to offer to you, I want to just breathe belief into you for a moment. Can you accept the truth that right now there is a demand for your offer? There's a demand for your solution. If you're in the helping human beings arena, you are a professional service, whatever it is, chiropractor, clinician, coach, consultant, photographer, it doesn't matter. You're the face of your business. You're delivering a service. Do you believe that there's a demand for it? Do you believe the top 3 industries that people pay money for, no matter what the climate or economy, they pay for investing in having a better relationship? They invest in their mental health and well-being, and they invest in ways to make money. So they invest in relationships. So if you take pictures of people in weddings, guess what? You've always got a job, right? If you work with people in the coaching industry or the mental health business, guess what? You always have a job. There's always demand for it. And that also means that there's always more than enough money. So the belief matrix is, do you believe in yourself? Are you good at what you do? If you're not good at what you do, we got a problem. You might as well stop listening to me. Like, I only work with people who are good at what they do. They might not have the skills completely how to build, grow, and scale their business. That's learnable. That's what they hire me for. This is why you're here. But you know how to help people. Okay. So belief in yourself, belief in your offer, even if you have to tinker it and refine it as you grow. Belief that, yes, there's more than enough clients out there, and my clients want it and can do the work. They're functioning, they're cool, they're amazing, they want it, and that you have an opportunity. The belief matrix is the foundation, one of the mindset foundations of success. And if you're ever wobbly, my friends, go back to that belief matrix and ask yourself, like, where am I stumbling here? Oh, I keep, and here's the good news. Every piece of that belief matrix has business strategies around it, and all of those we can look at. The greatest news about business, and this is why my clients say they feel relief, they feel calm, and they feel at peace. No more is the frenetic, what am I going to post, what am I going to charge, where I'm going to show up? None of that, because they understand that each piece of their business stands alone for evaluation. So if you ever feel like, oh, I don't really know, do I have an opportunity? Well, then we can look around and let's look at your marketing. Who are you talking to? Where are you going? Are you speaking? Do you have Facebook ads? There's so many ways we can make adjustments. So anyhow, I'm sharing that with you because I know that when we start talking about money, you get triggered. And when we're talking about high ticket offers, just even the saying a high ticket can trigger people. It can trigger people because they feel like, oh, I don't know if I should be making money off of other people. That is never, ever, ever how I teach my clients how to sell. We're not making money off of the backs of other people. That's not it at all. So let's start. Let's start with, what is value? How do you define value? So when we work with our clients, I want you to think about, we're always about value. We're giving value beforehand in the way of marketing. In fact, when I work with a client, we develop what we call their value vault. And it's the compilation of all their marketing. So if you're here in my world, you've probably seen, if you're not watching live right now, you've probably seen dozens of posts, hundreds of videos, over 100 podcasts that I've done, run my own podcast, Lead a Life Uncommon. My YouTube channel. I've been in business nearly 10 years. I've got a huge value vault. So we're marketing value beforehand, value during our sales call. So when I'm talking to a potential client, I guarantee we'll find a breakthrough on our sales call, whether we work together or not, or whether we're a fit. And I guarantee it. In fact, I can guarantee you, I can easily find a spare $100,000 in your business within minutes. A spare $100,000 a year. Test me. Give me 5 minutes. Most of the time I can do it in 5 minutes or less. And then value after. See, just because we sign somebody and they're our client, we still want to provide them value after. And the value after, my friends, is your intellectual property, your methodology. So when we think about it that way, before, during the sales call, and after, we're giving value, because our jobs as service professionals is to help our clients. So what does value look like? And what does that look like when it comes to pricing? We'll talk about that in a second, but also when it comes to marketing. I'm marketing. I am breathing value into you. People have used my training for free and made money. Those people do the work. What I'm sharing with you is also teaching that happens inside of my 7-figure coaching and consulting company. So value looks like, how are you helping somebody have an aha? Value looks like, what's a transformation for somebody? Value looks like, how is somebody going to benefit from your service? So giving value before the sale looks like marketing. Giving value during your sales call looks like helping people understand what a result could be by utilizing your service, no matter what your service is, whether you're an organizer, whether you're a therapist, whether you're a coach, whether you're a chiropractor, whatever it is, the value on that sales call, just that sales call, you guys, is valuable. It is a benefit to people to have a sales call with me. It's valuable to them, whether or not we work together, and that it's valuable to your potential clients. Now, we're not giving away the farm, and which you can't. We're not answering every single question on the sales call. No, of course not, because people are people, and they need accountability. They need support. They need follow through. Some of you have some things that are done for you. Some of you work side by side with people. So, people want the relationship. If they could have read a book, friends, they would have read the book and they would have done it, and none of us would have any businesses. That's not how human beings are. Who can agree with that, right? We know human beings, even ourselves, we don't always follow through on things, even though we know we should have our broccoli every day, etc. Okay, so how do we give value when somebody begins to work with us? I want to offer, and I can talk a little bit more about this tomorrow, but how are your systems? Do you make it easy for your clients to say yes? Do you have a method, a system of onboarding so that they feel valued? That they feel like you know what the hell you're talking about. And you don't have to I have a robust membership site with dozens of everything from what to say to dozens of templates to agreements to how to launch, how to write a webinar, how to do a speaking gig, how to do social media. I know every asset that you could possibly, and you might not have all that, and that's okay. But what you need to have is to make sure that when your client starts working with you, that they feel valued. So how do you even decide what a price is? Now, I teach my clients, and I want you to really get that we are not selling things per hour. And we're not selling coaching. We're not selling consulting. We're not selling photography. We're not selling chiropractor. We're not selling whatever the thing is that you call yourself. That's not what people are buying. So for example, people are not buying coaching. Mary Bicknell's coaching. They are not buying that. They are buying the results, the promise that I give to them. And my promise to you and to all my clients is that when we work together, you will have a systematized business. You will feel solid in your marketing. It will be so seamless that you will experience certainty, confidence, relief, peace. You won't have a question on what your exact next steps are. Literally, you sit down at your desk and you will know what to do. It's mapped out. I'm very big on time. Time is my love language. Time is part of my core values in my business, and I help my clients get more time while they're making more money. So when I'm thinking about the results of that, I'm not thinking about, well, I work with my clients X number of hours and I'm going to charge whatever, $500 an hour. I don't think of it like that. Now, sometimes in the beginning, we need to. So let me give you an example. Some of you might need to think about, okay, I want to make $250,000. This is the $500,000, but let's just start with $250,000. Okay. You want to make $250,000, $250,000. And you're like, I got to make $250,000, Mary. That's what I got to make. And I'm like, okay, well, let's figure out how do you price your services based on that? And then how many clients do you need to see? And you're like, I only want to see maybe 10 clients a week. I'm like, okay, 10 clients a week. Well, how long, what are you going to do? So how long are you going to work with them? I want to work with 10 clients a week for 1 year. Okay, well, that's easy math. 10 clients for a year, and you want to make $250,000. So that means you're charging your clients $25,000 to work with you for 1 year. Those 10 clients times $25,000 is $250,000. Now you might be like, oof, Mary, I'm a photographer. I don't want to work with 10 people. Like, okay, well, maybe to get to your $250,000, it's like you have $10,000 photography packages and $20,000 photography packages. Do the math. If you are here and you're a therapist, so many of my therapist clients, they're charging $150 an hour. It's going to take a long ass time, I can tell you, to get to $250,000. However, if you add in coaching or you add in something that's a group program, So really get masterful about your numbers. So for example, and I just had this pulled up, so I'm going to do these numbers for you since this is the $500,000. I'm just going to give you some easy math. And I shut that down. So sorry, it's just going to take me a second to pull that back up. And I can't believe I just shut that down. Here it is. Okay, let me give you some numbers. Let's say you want to do $250,000. Now, here's some real live numbers in the coaching, consulting industry. Even as a therapist, you could add on a group program and make $250,000. Let me give you some easy math here. Let's say that you work with clients for a group clients, let's say for 8 weeks, 2 months. Okay, 2 months. You have a product, you have a method that at the end of Sally Joe's 8 weeks, her result is going to be whatever it is. You're going to help her get rid of pain. You're going to help her have better sex. You're going to help her have a better relationship. You're going to help her have no back pain. You're going to help her, like whatever the result. And we'll talk about how the nuance of the value so that people can be like, I want that. Okay. So let's say that you decide you're going to run this group program. It's $6,000 for 8 weeks. And you're going to run it 8 times a year. And you're just going to have 5 people in it because you really want to maybe have weekly calls and a little personal one-on-one. Like you want to be in it with them. You could launch that 8 times a year. And there's $240,000. Okay. So you could put 10 people in it and launch it 8 times a year. And you're right at $500,000. If you ran it and there was 10 people in a group at $6,000 and you ran that 8 times a year, that's like an hour or 2 a week, you guys. That's it. An hour or 2 a week, a couple hours for marketing. Now you're at $500,000 a year, working 20 hours or less a week. What would your life look like? Frankly, what would your life look like if you worked 20 hours or less a week making $250,000? Most people in the world right now that are listening to me, $250,000 will pay for like their entire lifestyle. That is killer. That's a fantastic lifestyle. Sure, we want to make more money. You want to make $1 million. You want to make $500,000. But I want you to imagine you've got your business for 10 years. You're making $250,000 a year consistently. That's a $2.5 million business. Now, let's say you're like, no, Mary, I want to make more than that. Okay, so why are we not doing, 10 people at $25K, 20 people in a group program at $1,000 a month? Think about this. If you had 12 people in one group program that were paying you $997 a month, is that right? That's 12. 20 people in a group program paying you $1,000 a month. That's $20,000 times 12 months. That's $240,000. I could just play with these numbers all day, you guys, all day. I'm literally giving you real live numbers that are the real deal. These are not like inflated. These are not made up. These are not like the random one person does this at all. So your job is decide what your prices are. Here's the truth. There's no reason that you're not deciding what you're willing to charge, except for this. The question I always get, Mary, where are those people? I'm telling you, they are everywhere. When you learn that to offer a product or service that is valuable to your client, they want better sex, they want those great photos, they want a better back, they want to have a better relationship, whatever I said, the relationship, health, mental health and wealth, and feeling better, right? Those things. They are willing to invest. Imagine somebody learning a skill, never to have back pain again, never to have knee pain again, to have the best sex of their life for the next 50 years or whatever it is. Is that worth $6,000? I'm thinking, yeah. When do you increase your rates? That's always a question I get. So if you're doing high ticket one-on-one, increase your rates when you start getting full. Put people on a wait list. Let them know that I only have 2 spots available, and then you can go on a wait list, and then the rate is going to go up. So Woo, I love talking about this, you guys. This is like the juice here for your ability to create literally whatever you want. So when you think about your own personal concept of making tons of cash, as in $250,000, $500,000, what comes up for you? This is critical for you to think about. What comes up when you think about having $26,000 clients, $46,000 clients in a group program every 8 weeks, working a couple hours? I want to offer to you that you must be conscious of what is going on in your brain. And we're going to do more of this on Friday. I'm going to run you through a couple tests, a little quiz on your hidden thoughts around money and success. But if you're coming from the place like, oh my God, those people are making too much money, or I can't receive money, or today I had a client and she was saying, well, I don't want people to think I'm trying to take their money. You have to get around your ideas. You have to. So you need to know what comes up. What do you think about wealthy people? And here's a question for you. And then I'm going to give you the ROILV formula, and we're going to talk about that some more. But where do you personally hesitate to invest money? Now, look, I know that a lot of you have zero idea how to build, grow, and scale your companies. But some of you have so many degrees that are not paying you. I don't know how many PhDs I have worked with that make 80 grand or less. And you know that damn PhD costs way more than 80 grand. But they're hesitant to like, oh, can I make money? Should I invest in learning how to make money? Well, if you're not making, here's how you know whether what you're doing is working. Do you have the result that you want? And if you don't, are you willing to invest in learning the skill? How? See, success leaves signs. And it's not that you need to deviate from standard, classic, timeless business development principles. They're effective online and off. They were effective before the internet, before social media, before all that. That's what I like to teach my clients. Sustainable, predictable, profitable business development, where you can open your mouth anywhere, online or off, and know how to talk to a potential ideal client and sell them and tell them about your incredible offer that changes their life. So let me talk about the formula. Write this down. This is a life changer. This is a game changer. When you get this, you can have so much ease in your sales calls because it will remove objections. So ROILV stands for Return on Investment Lifetime Value. So often, my friends, we forget about the lifetime value of someone working with us. We forget that they are learning skills that literally will last them forever, whether it's better sex, better parenting, how to date. We are conditioned and institutionalized to think about my value is some designated arbitrary hour. And whether it's your first job at McDonald's where they're going to pay you $15 an hour, or you're working for a company or you're an employee and they're saying, here's how much I'm going to pay you. You're just a $30 an hour person. Or even if you have your own clinical practice, your own consulting business, you still might be stuck in the paradigm of dollar for an hour. What I'm teaching you is to understand the lifetime value of the service that you are giving to people. Let me give you some other examples with clients. I don't even know how many. So far, 3 clients have circled back because my clients love to come back and be like, oh my God, because there's the lifetime value. We might not be working together anymore, but they come back and say, oh my God, I finally got it. Oh my God, I doubled my income. Oh my God, I feel like, okay. So literally 3 clients have said they've lost weight, 10 pounds, a 30 pounds, and a 40 pounds. All my clients have talked about better sex in their marriage. Just telling you. And I think it's because they feel much more confident and they have better boundaries. Now, I have had a client feel better enough that she got divorced, but that's a side note. That's not a guarantee. And so lifetime return, being a better mom, being a better role model for your children, actually giving better to your clients. Imagine only working with your best client, knowing, like, I love knowing that my clients get lifetime value of our working together, whether they're working together for 6 months, a year, 18 months, whatever that looks like. I know that the work we're doing today will have a ripple effect literally for the rest of their life, and maybe even changing the legacy in their family. God, that's powerful. And that's what you can do no matter what service you're providing. So when you can recognize the value of a lifetime transformation, it becomes frankly very easy. It becomes almost confusing if you get on a sales call and people are like, I don't know. It's like, wow, I thought you said you wanted to be over here on the other side of the raging river, my friend. So what we call those things are tangible outcomes and intangible. So the better sex, the weight loss, those kind of things, since I'm not saying the result you'll get with Mary McNo is you're going to lose weight. That's not part of my offer, right? My offer totally is you're going to make money. You're going to work less. You're going to feel peace. You're going to know all your marketing. You're going to feel like a master salesperson. You're not going to ever feel pushy. You're going to feel like you love your clients. You're going to fall in love with your own business. Like, guaranteed. Those are tangible. But the intangibles are the things I was talking about. The intangibles of how the mom now is not stressed out. How she's a better communicator because she's not rushing in the morning. She's not dreading her calendar. She's not thinking that, oh my God, is this all there is? I am fried. I've hit a wall. I am burnt out. I can't keep this up. And then she comes home and she's given the best of herself to clients that don't appreciate her because she hasn't learned how to market effectively to only attract the best client for her. So I want you to think about what's the lifetime return on investment that somebody could have working with you, and what are intangibles? Now, I know for a fact that you haven't thought about this because most of my clients are always like, oh, I never even thought about that. Because we're so conditioned to, here I am in my hour, let me make my notes, moving on, trying to jam everything I can in that 1 hour. Instead of recognizing the relationship with your ideal client and you having a relationship with them and helping them be accountable, and you have their back and you're holding their goal, their dream, their desire. You're the one that's helping them walk the pathway there. That's a beautiful thing. I could talk all day about all the amazing messages I got. In fact, let me just end on this last one. Okay. This is really touching, you guys. So lifetime return on investment. A client had been working and she had been doing my program over 2 years. In that time, and I'll post this somewhere, I will screenshot this exact testimonial that she literally gave me the other day. In fact, several people, it just happened coincidentally, like 3 people over a day, 2 days, they reached out to me. So it was really beautiful. Anyhow, she said she doubled her income, and that allowed her to buy 2 separate pieces of real estate. One that she can rent out, and the other is right next door to her children and her grandchildren. I was like, oh my God. And she was just like, thank you, Mary. You know, she had been working diligently, working on the mindset, following through. This whole time, these last 3 days, and all across all of wherever you're listening to me, on my podcast and my YouTube channel, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I am talking to you about the number. In fact, that is day one. The number one mistake that people make is they're not embodying the CEO and embodying the mindset, the shift that must happen so that you can have the life that you want. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We're going to talk about day 4 is all about simple systems. Do not make this hard, you guys. It does not need to be challenging. Now, it's not always easy because it's new, right? But it can be very, very simple. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Please fill this worksheet out. And I want you to think about, what is the return on investment that's a lifetime value with your clients? If you can allow yourself to remove yourself from the worry about selling and just be in your heart about helping people, and being in full belief in that full belief matrix that the return that people will get will have a ripple effect potentially for generations, that will help you make a decision on how much money you want to charge. I am really looking forward to getting your homework. Please share it with me, and I really look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'll talk to you later.